Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Circus, and today I'm going to be playing with the 1 minute comp. So what is the 1 minute comp? Now this is a theme that's basically going to be relying on abilities that can only be used once or a limited amount of time. So I'm gonna have the Vendetta here, I'm gonna have the Emboldening Vapors, 2 uses on that, I'm gonna have the Finale and the Stygian Embrace. Not only that, today I'm playing with the one and only, the Fool's Idol, so you can already imagine that this match is going to be quite special, not just this match, but the video in general. So I'm playing in Franz Kafka today, and this looks like a bot team. I'm not gonna lie, this looks like a bot team. I'm sorry, dude, but this is bot team 101. It's what it looks like. I'm not saying it's bad, it just looks like a bot team. So why is the Fool's Idol such a trash trinket? I mean, okay, I'm not gonna spend like 2 minutes just ranting on it as I completely ignore the rest of the team. That's probably not too smart, but I'll get to why this trinket is the worst trinket in the Butcher's Circus, and why it would be better to not have a trinket compared to having this. But before I do that, let's actually figure out what the hell I want to do here, because my opponent has so much dodge, I don't know what to do. But I'm gonna drop an Emboldening Vapors here on the Jesser, because I want to hit my Dirk Stab. This is a terrible move. You should drop your Emboldening Vapors on the higher man, but my accuracy is so garbage right now. I need the Dirk Stab to actually hit here to do a lot of damage, because I have to repush around the Monkey's Paw. I started in position too. I can't battle battle, but now I can. So now you've made my choice kind of dumb. Such is the way of the Butcher's Circus. I mean, 83 hit chance is nice, but honestly, all my other characters are gonna be suffering, right? They're not really. The max dodge they have is like 15. Maybe they guard though. Oh, it's difficult to say, but I'm still gonna drop battle ballad here. I think it's worthwhile. I think it's worthwhile to do. I will drop the ballad here, give myself the accuracy buff, because I really need having only a Monkey's Paw. The Reaper Shroud gives you accuracy versus below 35% HP, but I mean, when are you ever gonna get that? It's really not that often. I do get to go first, so I can just, you know, do whatever I want here, honestly, but there really isn't too much I want to do. I don't really want to move back and put my Plague Doctor way out of position. I also don't want to stay in position. I want to stealth myself, but sadly that's not a possibility, even though I'm spam clicking as much as I can. I could just heal myself here preemptively, but that sounds like an even worse idea. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to try to debuff the Handmaster, which in hindsight is quite a terrible idea, because I mean, look at this debuff resistance and look at my trinkets. Yeah, not my smartest move, but I mean, there's no world where the collect bounty wouldn't do enough. Having a bounty notice there, right? You know, me being flimsy little occultist. All I can hope now is that Reader Construction gets like a crit 43, but sadly it doesn't. And I have 69 death resistance. You know what? Whatever I said about this, just unconsider it, because having 69 death resistance is really nice. What's not nice is getting hit by a crit sacrificial stab, but I guess that's just the crit chance in a nutshell. Yeah, they have a lot of crit chance on that. And it's mostly just from sacrificial stab. This doesn't give you crit chance? That's odd. That is really odd. I feel like the crits should give you like another 10 crit chance on the stab or something of the like, so that'd make it nice. And that'd make it OP maybe, but I think it would be pretty cool to see. I'm gonna drop the soul now, and I must say, well, this team is looking absolutely terrible at the moment, because I've done a grand total of 2 damage, and whilst the character against my opponent here, Franz Kafka, I have won against Chef Stress number 5 using this team just the previous match. How did I do that? It's honestly kind of impossible to really describe. It was just maybe a stroke of RNG on my side. I think that's the best way to describe it, but this team is not as bad as it looks, and I'm dedicated to prove it in the following rounds. Yeah, if you don't know what Chef's Chance number 5 is, just a very meta slave team. It just goes Flagellant, Men-at-Arms, Abomination, Arbalest, and just really, really strong. And you know, I'm playing with no stuns, I'm playing with no guard breaks, I'm playing with barely any heals, I'm playing with the worst heal in the Butcher's Circus, or was. He's gone now, thankfully. And I'm just kind of playing down abilities as well. I mean, if you look at it, this is gonna run out, this is gonna run out, this is gonna run out. Like, these are all one use or limited use abilities. This is gonna run out, this is limited use, I guess. You can only use it for position 1, but Yeah, it's quite hilarious how this has gone on so far. So I have quite a fair bit of damage here. I could duelist advance. I want to keep the past up. Let's be honest. Let's just do this. Let's drop the duelist advance onto this Master. And the reason I didn't record the previous match is because first my internet crashed, so that was pretty fun, and I completely messed up the recording because for some reason the recording stopped but then didn't stop, and then when I clicked it not to stop, it stopped recording, and sadly I didn't get the match, so that was a bit unfortunate. Now I'm doing a fair bit of damage here. Well, I actually do. Oh, look at that. Because of the Reaper Shroud and the damage from the Emboldening Vapors, it's as if I have 3 buffs and I do 14 to 25 damage. That's actually really cool. And I have 36 crit chance, which is a hell of a lot more than I actually need here, so I'm just gonna drop a Dirk Sound on Houndmaster. Let's be honest. If I kill the Houndmaster now, it's a 3v3, but it's not really a 3v3. I have to deal with these 2 backliners, and I still have to kill Bounty Hunter, and I have like a Plague Doctor in position 1. It's just not gonna work. I'm just gonna lose if I don't have the finale up. So I have to get a kill here, and then I need to get the finale. And this might actually be a possibility because my opponent is greedy and doesn't heal themselves or heal the doggy. Come on, 25. Oh, that's so unfortunate. You know, when I brought the Hazard Mask on my Plague Doctor, I kind of thought, you know, Ship, maybe you should bring a finisher. Maybe you should bring a finisher. That might be a nice move, right? Yeah, I forgot about it. I forgot to bring the finisher. Maybe next match I'll change it, but I have not lost hope yet. I still believe in the heart of the cards. So the Plague Doctor is now down to 0 and 99 stress. She's fine. She's not afflicted. You can tell she's not afflicted. I'm just gonna drop the Dirk Stab here. Maybe it would have been better to just drop the finale there because, I mean, they have self-heal, heal, heal. So this is a very heal-heavy team, even though it, you know, it's kind of a terrible setup. It's also a very heal-heavy team, which I have to deal with right now. But I do have one advantage on my side, which is Grape Shot Blast, doing the first 9/11 reference of the video, bringing the character back down to their store, making them afflicted, potentially saying no to heals, but they go selfish, so that's not going to happen. And I also do a very honestly mediocre amount of damage to the other characters. I was expecting a little bit more of you. How am I having a Vendetta buff and then Emboldening Vapors? Wow, that's risky. Oh, but I don't have a finisher though. Oh, come on. Okay, thank goodness we do get the kill there. Okay, so now it's 2v3, but I still have the finale up. I'm not marked, and I have technically 4 damage buffs, but I might as well have 5. When 5 damage buffs is a lot of damage buffs, that means that my damage right now is at like 18 to 29, which is enough to kill the Occultist here. It is quite enough, but then it's a 2v2, which I'm not sure I can win. Oh no, they can do that, and it doesn't cause anything bad here. Decisions, the right decisions. So here's the thing, how I'm a really good character endgame. Really good character endgame in this sort of matchup, like not against the Crusader or against the Flagellant. I mean, maybe against the Flagellant. No, not against Crusader, but against this team, yeah, really good character endgame. But here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go create another duelist advance, so now I can drop a finale here on the Bounty Hunter, which I think is just better than dropping it on the Occultist. Sure, the Occultist can heal himself a lot, but this character is just a bit stronger right now. They're gonna go through the vulnerability hack, stay with it, and I gotta do it now. So 18 to 33 damage, is that the damage values actually? Not 18 to 29, I've never actually looked at them. I just know that it goes like 14, 16, and 18, and I was just going based off like, you know, if it adds 2 at the minimum, it might add like 3 at the top, so it ended up at 29, but it looks like that's not the case. So I go Fearful here, which isn't too bad. Hopefully it doesn't screw me over that much, but come on, Grape Shot Blast. I am Grape Shot Blasting here because I will be able to get rid of some of the corpses. I could have gone just Duelist Advance here on the Occultist, just do a bit more damage, but I'm honestly okay with this. Oh, going Fearful is actually quite bad. That means that my damage buff from the Emboldening Vapors is now gone. At the same time, you could consider that it's countering the Affliction and not like removing my buffs, so it's kind of like glass half full, half empty, but yeah, I get a pass here, so that's unfortunate. That Dirk Snap could have definitely done enough damage to bring the Occultist down to 0. Now instead of that, I have to eat a vulnerability hex, which does 71 stress to my character. That's a lot of stress, man. That's a lot of stress. Thankfully, both my characters are dazed, and this is a big thankfully because I can actually choose which turn they act. Because if I was forced to act with the Pyroman there, complete disaster. PBS into the corpse, Occultist is fine, like just horrible. Just absolutely horrid. They go for the Disorienting Blast, that's such a greedy move. Do they have move chance trinkets? I don't think they do, actually. I don't think they do. That's so greedy, in my opinion, but they do go for it, and I go rational here, so it's a bit unfortunate. No, they don't have move chance. If they had failed it... Oh, wow, you went for the one possible act out. Good job, man. But yeah, if they had failed that move there, which was a 75% to actually get it, if they had failed that, you know, the Occultist would be dead. This is why you go for guaranteed heals instead of this BS, because now you're getting hit with you know, sadness is what you're getting hit with. Okay, so here's the deal. I can go Duelist Advance, but it will be into, you know, not accomplishing that much, and then she'll be able to heal. But if I do this, oh, that really helps actually. That is GG now. Oh my goodness, the RNG on this. I got a 50% death blow. I got a really nice finale off. My afflictions haven't been screwing me over that hard. I get a 25 on that little Occultist, and now I just have a 2v1 here, which is really quite advantageous. This is just awesome. Sadly, okay, that's another pass from the Jester. That's I might have jinxed it here. That is a lot of passes I'm getting, but it's just very difficult for me to lose this match because she's gonna have to win a duel with the Hireman with their daggers, and I think the Hireman wins this duel. Let's be honest. One thing I could do here is just to try and focus down the corpse so they don't get any more Disorienting Blasts, but I don't think I'm gonna do enough damage in time. I mean, I could if I get a crit on it, but is it really worth it? Yeah, I would have dealt 10 damage anyway. It's okay. Let's just go for her instead. And I get yet another pass from my Jester. Well, thankfully they do go for the Disorienting Blast here, which means that they're gonna move me around and they're gonna cause me to have a heart attack, meaning I'll keep the repulse for longer, which is what I want to do here. So I just mark myself, yay, the perfect act out, and I'm just gonna drop the Grapeshot Blast now, mostly because I want to keep the repulse up for as long as possible, and if I move forward now at Duelist Advance, the corpse will still be there and I'll have to PBS into it, and that wouldn't be too smart. So they're actually gonna do the Disorienting Blast on me. That's a fair bit of stress, but they can't use it anymore. That's really not great, because... and there goes my repulse. Okay, I see how it is. Yeah, but they can't use it anymore. If they get like 2 crits with the Incision, maybe they can still win, but that's like the only way. 15 damage Incision. What? What is that? Oh my god, like, I see the lights flashing. I might actually lose this. If they get another 15 damage Incision, they don't even need 15 anymore. They just need like 11 Incision. I'm gonna be dropping to this store here and then I might die. Oh, they get 10. It's just barely not enough. Just barely. Ooh, I'm gonna be losing this match. Oh my god, they're gonna go for yet another Incision. They get a crit on it. Look at the stress. Look at the stress they do. 18 stress. It shouldn't be enough though. I do 1632. Yeah, that's way more than enough. But the thing is, we're gonna get the first hit off and I have a rational on me. I have a plus 30% death blow chance here, but this is rough. This is about as rough as it gets. So we're gonna go for the Incision now. And yeah, it gets another crit. One more of those and it's all over. They got 2 Incision crits, just as I predicted. What is that? Is that mark? That's a mark, my preferred act out. I go for the PBS and oh my god, I take the ball here. Wow, that was way closer than it should have been. That was way closer than it should have been. I guess that's what happens when you put a Plague Doctor into another like that. It's whack. That is just whack. That was a really fun match though. Yeah, it's just the kind of fun that you don't have at high level Butcher Circus, because people don't run these kinds of teams. They just run like meta slave comps. They're just cocks to the meta, and they just bow down to them and just do all sorts of simping stuff like, oh, Flatulent with Gauntlet, must play Flatulent with Gauntlet every match or else you're griefing. Or, you know, play Arbalest every match with stuns and marks and nah. Speaking of, maybe we should do like an off-meta tournament sometime. Like, that could be fun, right? That could be pretty fun. That's a possibility. Is that something y'all would like to see? Is it like maybe off-meta matches, like with some viewers games, like something you guys like to see? I don't know. That is always a possibility. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed today's silly team. I don't even have it here anymore. I mean, I say meta slays, but I look at my lineup, right? let's not look at that for a second. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you again another time.